Beauty is all around you on earth, yet many cannot see it. The ugly side of humanity can blind people to the simple beauty of nature, even when it is right in front of them. When one's heart is heavy, colors may turn to grey, hope turns to despair, and the world may seem to be against you. Many rail against God and blame Him for abandoning them. Perpetrators attribute their crimes to upholding God, or Allah's law. Religious leaders teach that the truth or word of God can only be found in the Bible, yet so many religious leaders from the past into the present have betrayed their own teachings to sate their desires or to fill their own coffers. They cannot be trusted, but neither, you may argue, can God. How can a loving God allow such atrocities as war crimes against innocent people? How can a loving God allow poverty, famine, homelessness, and domestic violence? There must be no God, or He must be a vengeful one, right? Who and what is God? Is there such an entity? How can one believe in something that cannot be seen or heard? Why can some speak to and hear Him and others not? What if we were to tell you that God is creation itself? With the essence of light and energy, God is a consciousness within the human psyche. With a thought, an idea, or a notion, people create their own reality into being based on belief systems that have been embedded by their upbringing, their ancestors, and by society. Belief is not necessarily truth, but it brings into being a person's truth that resonates with what they have been led to believe to be true. There are many mistruths that have become gospel simply because they were plausible according to the basic belief systems of groups of people. There have also been many mistruths spread by those not in integrity to bring certain demographic groups under control or in alignment to further their own interests. Truth is easily undermined by those who wish to hide their crimes from the world, and the saddest truth is that many are caught in their deceitful webs. If God, the source of creation, is a consciousness, then it stands to reason that bad things happen because of thoughts and decisions that people choose to make and then act upon. In the same way, wonderful things are created by thoughts and decisions that are acted upon. With the laws of the universe stating that no one's free will can be intervened upon without their permission, the world is consequently a product of the multiple dimensions of consciousness of humanity. The highest consciousness can will goodness in people, but if that is not their path or their wish, there is no intervention that can stop them. God does not allow anything. Humankind creates everything within their own worlds based on belief systems, thoughts, decisions, and the opinions of others. Man is a powerful co-creator that uses his free will either to benefit or to harm the earth and his fellow man. Man is consciousness and consciousness creates. To believe that humankind is at the mercy of a higher power separate from him or herself is a dangerous fallacy, because separation is a myth that causes much of the chaos on earth. If the truth of oneness was accepted by the majority of the masses, life on earth would be much more harmonious. In the energy of the God, creator of all that is, everything and everyone in the universe is one. There is no separation from the source of creation, even though many people on the earth believe or feel it to be so. The connection between humans is therefore intrinsic and infinite, with every thought, word, feeling, and intention emitted by every human alive on the planet collecting around the globe as a mass of fluctuation and ever-changing energy. It is called the human collective consciousness and it affects everyone in different and varying ways. People can be affected by the human collective consciousness without being aware of it, and this is where the danger lies. Waves of love and positivity will not do any harm if they come over a person unexpectedly, but when hit by a sudden wave of inexplicable anger and unexplained hatred that originally emanated from a person with extremist views, unwitting and innocent people can suddenly become violent without explanation. Those whose vibrations are already low due to substance abuse, poverty, extreme hunger, and hardship are particularly vulnerable because low vibrations will attract more of the same. Empathic people, or those who are sensitive to the energy around them, are also at risk. As the plight of humanity deepens and the grips of corruption and manipulation tighten, this is a timely reminder to all to protect your energy and remain vigilant. Beliefs and thoughts are a constant flow of energy, an endless sphere of creation that ebb and flow, growing dark and light, or darker and darker, lighter or lighter, depending on the consciousness on which they are based. As we masters and archangels say, thought creates form. What you believe and focus on, you create. When you change your focus, the creation will expand or contract, depending on the vibration of your consciousness at the start of the creation. It is that simple. So, what are you creating in your world? What are you allowing that is not for your highest and best, and what can you take charge of that you previously felt disempowered to do? You are the most powerful creator in your world, even if you do not believe it to be so. We are ever with you. Archangel Michael and Lord Melchizedek.